people are still coming on. As a few of you know, Tara has hit diamond, which diamond is 4 coaches on your left, 4 coaches on your right, and 1 on each side is an emerald coach. So it's a big stepping stone in her business, because then, the next step is to hit 1 star, and then the next step, so she can either build her husband to a diamond, or she can have an active coach that goes diamond, like Melissa, who I think is probably, she's doing really well. So I think she'll probably get there. And then as soon as Tara turns 2-star qualifying, she can open a second business center, which is where a lot of the extra income comes from in this business. So you actually place the second business center on your weak leg, on your husband's, or on your weak leg somewhere. And what happens is all of the volume and everything goes up, because you put all of your sales and purchases and everything through that second CBC, and then that's kind of what happens. So that's kind of what she'd be pushing. That's after diamond, that's kind of where your next kind of goal is to get to. So it's a great start. She's definitely on the right path. So I wanted her to kind of share with you guys kind of some of the things that she's done to get there, because Tara was one of the people who was really scared at first of coaching and posting and putting herself out there. And she worried a lot about what people were thinking and what they would think. And she didn't really know what to post. And now she's just kind of taking off with it. So I just kind of wanted to hear from her a little bit. I'm actually just going to put you guys on mute, just so it doesn't get too distracting. Okay, you ready, Tara?
Sure.
Okay, fly at her.
All right, guys. So like Jacqueline said, when I first started coaching, I was extremely scared. I had major anxiety when it came to the thought of even posting on Facebook, other than my own daily posts that I would post every once in a while. I was totally one of those people that hovered over the post button for like hours. If I was going to post something that was scary for me, I'd sit there with the arrow over top of the post button. I would leave. I'd come back. I'd think about it. I'd get all sweaty palmed. And it just took that one time. I hit post, and it seemed like ever since that moment, things kind of took off for me. And I guess the more likes we get and the more interaction that we get from those kind of posts made me stronger and made me overcome those fears and made me post a little bit more out of my comfort zone. And I really think that within the last probably 3 months, I've been extremely consistent with posting. I've been using Snap Speed and, kind of jazzing up my pictures and that kind of stuff. And it seems like everybody seems to be liking that. People are telling me that they're scrolling and my pictures are very catchy. So I think that's very important, that if you guys are going to post pictures, maybe take a little bit of extra time and just kind of spice it up a little bit. Because I would just post a picture of myself and it did nothing. People would just keep on scrolling. But if it's something to do with your family and if you jazz it up a little bit, people are going to stop and take a look, especially if you have that caption. Tanisha, you're extremely good at that too. Your posts and that are very catchy. Morgan and Aaron, I see your guys' posts every morning, your workouts, those are great. So yeah, consistency I think is key in getting into the habit of posting daily. I know it's a lot of time. It takes up a lot of time. But sometimes the night before I will try to do up a post so that first thing in the morning I can just put it on there, hit send and go. That's what I found has helped, because before it was time. I wouldn't post consistently throughout the day because I felt like I didn't have the time to create something, and you want it to make it sound good and catchy, right? I think I've been reaching out and connecting with more people. I've been starting to add more people to my Facebook, which was totally out of my comfort zone. But I started doing it and people will accept me. I just leave it as is. I don't message them. And those people have been kind of liking my pictures more so now. So I've been going back to them after they're liking it and kind of just asking them how they are and, you know, thanks for, you know, following me, blah, blah, blah. And people seem to like that connection with me reaching out to them. I am a true believer that people that are watching you are eventually going to reach out. There was a girl 6 months ago that was totally against the Shakeology. She's been drinking vegan shakes and was dead set against Shakeology, and she didn't think that you would have to have it. So now, yesterday, she messaged me and said that she just wanted to do the workout. She wanted to do the all-in access and do the workout, and asked me if she'd had to do the Shakeology, and told her, you know, you don't have to do the Shakeology, but I can almost guarantee you that the Shakeology is going to help you feel amazing and give you the energy. Well, we all know that. The energy that you need throughout the day. I basically told her that I can't live without it. Like, I couldn't imagine running out and not having it for a couple days. There was a day where I didn't work out and I didn't have it, and I missed it. So I guess when people derail of the whole like Shakeology and basically try to say that they can't afford it, or they have, you know, a healthier alternative to it, I just kind of go back to them with a question and just kind of say, like, if it's price wise, I just say, you know what, you just need to cut something. Go through like your budget, whatever it is. It's like just under $6 a day. You just need to cut something. If you're wanting to be healthy and you want this for you as a mom, or, you know, a busy, you know, stay at home mom, whatever it is, I'm sure under $6 you can afford to give that to yourself. And just today, me saying that to 3 moms, 3 of them gave me their emails and they are signing up. I don't know how long the emails sit there, but they right away gave me the email and they said, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to do this. What's the other thing? I had another lady that has been messaging me probably the last 4 months, and she said that she was ready, gave me her email address. It's been sitting there. She's now opened up 2 extra stores. She's a store owner, and at the end of each challenge, I always reach out to her and just kind of say to her, like, are you ready? I'm waiting for you. Like, I haven't given up on you, yada, yada. And she totally appreciates me doing that. And so, of course, she'll say beginning of April or beginning of May now. And so she said that she's just not quite ready. So I just messaged her today and basically just said, like, you're ready. You're ready. I'm ready for you. And I think that you need to take that step and you just need to do it because it's super scary. I said, if nurses and doctors and all these other people can make time to become healthier and have this lifestyle and do their workouts and that kind of stuff, we can too. And she gave me her email address. So it's a lot of time, a lot of back and forth. Like this lady, I've been probably hours of me messaging her back and forth. But over time, it hasn't really felt like that. But finally, like I finally get a challenger out of it. So yeah, so I think a lot of, not harassing, but I think just checking back each month and just kind of letting them know that you haven't given up on them and you're wanting them to be in the challenge. I think a lot of on your Facebook posts should be engaging, asking questions, getting people to respond, inspiring. Put your own text on your own photos. I suggested that. Or turn quotes into your own with your pictures. You can do funny and entertaining things. You know, you could post sweaty, your post-workout sweaties and that. People like that kind of stuff. They know that you're dedicated to your workouts and you're doing it. Yeah, make your pictures bright, eye-catchy, to stop scrolling. What else? Yeah, be inspiring and post consistently. I guess that's all I can say. That's what's worked for me, and just checking back with everybody and making a list and following up at the end of each challenge and just asking them if they're ready. Are you ready? Are you ready? If they're going to get tired of it, they're just going to tell you straight up, like, I'm not ready. Please don't ask me again. Which I'm sure one day that will happen.
I had one person say, no, go away. Okay. Just the other day, someone said, no, go away. And I think it was a man. That person reached out to me a long time ago and I gave the details and they never replied for months. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're like, no, go away. I was like, okay, like, I don't really, So, I mean, some people just whatever, it doesn't really matter what they say. But I think Tara has some really good points there. And I think what happens with Tara is, like, you can even see it when she's talking about it now, is when she's talking to people, she has such confidence that these programs can help them, that really comes across to them in her words and how she talks to people. She's like, no, listen, like, you're ready, like, you're gonna, like, rock this. And then they believe that because she's telling them that and she's making them believe in themselves through her words, and she's confident in the program and the Shakeology and the meal plans, and she's talking, and that's coming through her words, through her script, through her voice notes, through her posts, through everything, right? So I think that
I never ever agree with them, really. Like, I'll maybe say, yeah, I understand that it's not affordable at this point. I was there. I was afraid because I was afraid of failing and wasting all this money on that. But I can guarantee you that you're not gonna be dissatisfied with it. And if you are, you'll get your money back for your Shakeology. At least you'll get the money back for that in the 30 days if you're not feeling amazing. And I can guarantee you that you are gonna feel amazing. And they sign up.
Yeah. I think that's a big thing to kind of, to really just, like, come across that way, because, like, even, like, like, people can make it work, and that's what you kind of have to really think about. Like, oh, it's not for me right now, but you know what, that's where they cut. They're really going to start watching you once they say that. Once they say, oh, I can't afford it right now, they're going to, like, be, like, watching you like a hawk on your Facebook page. And then when you go back to them in a month, or you invite them to a free group, or you see a transformation picture, they're going to actually reach out and be like, okay, I'm ready now. Because they know that you're still there for them. They know that you're still there, you're still doing it, and that they might not have been ready at the time, but they're ready now. And I was so broke when I bought my first challenge pack. I could not afford it. I scrounged together what money I had and probably didn't pay a bill to get my first challenge pack, because that's how much I wanted it. And that's just what you really have to, people, you need to put yourself first. You need to, like, not saying don't pay your bills. I'm not saying that, but I mean, like, people make it work, and they will make it work, but they have to believe in you as a coach in order to make that work more. You know what I mean?
And I think since I started breaking it down into, like, take the full challenge pack or the all-in access and dividing it by 30 and giving them that number, it's not such a, oh my God, it's like $200. I can't do that right now. They break it down and they figure it out. Like, one girl that gave me her email address tonight, she's like, oh, she goes, is that what I'm paying monthly? $186? And I was like, no, that's just your first time. And she goes, I can, like, do a gym membership for, like, way less than that each month. And I was like, no, you're basically going to be paying, like, $8 a month or whatever it is for all those workouts, and included for your first month's supply of Shakeology. So it's an amazing deal. You will not probably, and I know this girl, I work with her, and I basically said to her, like, there's no way that you're going to go to the gym that much. You're not going to make it, if you know them well enough and they're a friend of yours, if they're going to get their money's worth out of the gym. Like, we all know, we've all joined the gym. The gym membership is totally not worth it.
No, I've wasted so many gym memberships in my life.
Well, and us with kids too, like, it's just sometimes your hubby's not home on time, and that's when I don't know what you guys are like. If I have a time set of when I'm going to do a workout, I need to do it then, or I lose all ambition. Mm-hmm. So if I say, okay, my husband's going to be home at 5 o'clock, I'm going to the gym at 6 o'clock and I'm ready. If he calls me and says that he's going to be late, there's no way I'm like, forget it. So if, you know, for moms and that kind of stuff, you can just do it at home. You don't have to worry about getting a babysitter if it falls through or anything like that. So those are the kind of things that I kind of talk to them about if they have any kind of excuses, and just go back on their excuses and ask them other questions. And eventually they're going to try not to agree with them is what I'm saying. Like, keep asking them so that they run out of excuses. Because we all know we make excuses when we're afraid of things, right?
And lots of times in like my posts and stuff, when I'll like take someone's excuse that I heard recently and I'll turn it around and I'll kind of like try to relate to that in a post. So if someone's like talking about the gym and stuff, like I'll talk about my gym experience and how my kids were running wild through the gym and climbing on all the weights and running on the treadmills, and I was like getting a 10-minute run in, and then all of a sudden I had to run to like pick up my kid who had fallen, and then, you know, like it's just like I just try to like tell a story that tries to relate to everyone else, and then they think, oh my god, yeah, I did that was such a gong show. Maybe it would be easier to do a home workout. You know what I mean? So then you gotta like really, like when you're putting those posts out there, you really got to think about who you want to connect with and who you want to relate to. And people relate to that stuff, you know, like, I don't know if you've seen my transformation post I did tonight, but I talked about like, you know, like when you're pregnant and I know lots of people who have had kids can relate to this. When you're pregnant and they put you on that big scale and it has like the digital numbers, right? And then they are always moving the thing up until the thing balances in the middle. And I was talking about that. And I remember when I was pregnant, they just kept moving it and moving it and moving it. And I kept going up like in kilograms, like times 10 or whatever. And I know that I'm not the only one that has that feeling of standing on the scale being like, oh my God, what does 80 kilograms mean in pounds or whatever it was? I was that much, guys. I don't know what that is. I think I was like 90. I don't know what I was. I stopped weighing myself, but I know that people can relate to that. You know what I mean? So you got to just think about stuff like that.
And the transformation posts are amazing.
Yeah.
Like Erin and Morgan, you guys know how much traction you guys get when you guys put yours. Like your guys' transformation is amazing. Like when you guys post those every once in a while, you guys must get tons of traction. And you know what, you guys, it doesn't have to be what word am I looking for? Like, it doesn't have to be like when you're looking at the picture, a full, like, you know, transformation of like losing a bunch of weight, but even like the expression on your face and the happiness in it and talking about something like that is huge, because there's a lot of people that can relate to that. A lot of people have anxiety or depression and hated themselves at one point, and now they're like full of self-love and totally loving themselves and super happy. So anything's a transformation. It doesn't have to be a before and after picture of weight loss.
No, like Tanisha. Like Tanisha's a perfect example, right? She's a transformation.
Yeah. Oh, echoey.
Yeah, you cut out there. What'd you say? Oh, she's frozen. Is she frozen to you guys?
Me?
Yeah.
There you are, Tanisha. We didn't hear you.
I said, yep, that's me when you said that.
Yeah. And people like that. People relate to that, right? That are similar to you. So
yeah, I have a hard time with it sometimes, kind of like making a good transformation post. Because like you said, with Erin and Morgan, it's like as soon as you see that picture, you're like, oh my gosh, it works, right? Because
But Tanisha, you need to focus more on your why transformation. You know what I mean? Like we talked about before.
Yeah.
Like you've come from a lot, like you've been through a lot, and you got to kind of talk about that too, right? If you guys don't have that, you know, that's a whole other story. That's your why. I know Lindsay's new, so she doesn't really know a whole lot about that yet, but you know, that's a big thing to remember is your why. And that's another big transformation. It's the same kind of thing. It's a transformation on its own. It's a totally different kind of transformation, and in my opinion, a better transformation, right? Like talking about like your emotional well-being. Like that's more important to me than weight loss. So, and I think that people, relate to that. So, does anyone else have anything they want to say? Nothing? No.
And I think, does everybody, the book cover banners like on your Facebook page? I think that's very important as well. You want to make it catchy in eye drawing so that people stop and look at your page and check out what you're up to.
I think Jess is in the process of that right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it totally makes a difference because
bright and whatever, just who you are, right? Like explaining who you are, your brand, your kids.
What I've been trying to do with my Instagram and my Facebook posts is use the same font and the same filter, so it looks like a brand. Like I look at Kim's Instagram and I'm like, oh my gosh, all the pictures, like they're all different, but they look like the same. Like you can tell that they're hers, right?
I know. I don't know how she does that.
They all look the same. Like they look good.
Yeah.
All of her lighting and filters she uses and everything.
I think if you guys aren't focusing much on Instagram, you definitely need to, and you know, just kind of like look into it a little bit more. Not sure. Melissa's like got some weird background noises going on, Melissa. I don't know what's going on with you. I can unmute you. Maybe it was your dog or something in the background. I'm not sure.
Oh, no, I was typing. It might have been because I was typing.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Whoops.
So, we lost Miranda again. She keeps bouncing on and off. Okay, well, I want to see if she comes back on, and then we can take a picture. And that was great, Tara. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Tara.
Oh, it is nerve-wracking.
No, you did amazing.
So I posted a big post tonight. Everybody has to go and support me.
Okay.
Amazing,
I'm
Melissa.
still having an anxiety attack.
Oh, is it hard?
Yeah.
Was it
Well, because
You
it's
guys,
a hardcore transformation picture.
this is like one of, I think the second post that Melissa's done, and she's totally one of those hovering ones. I finally reached out tonight and I said, are you hovering over the post button? She's like, ah.
I hovered,
But
for,
she
I
did
hovered
it.
for about 6 hours.
It's amazing.
6 hours?
Very proud of you.
It looks amazing, Melissa. I'm looking at it right now. I'm loving
Yeah.
it. I'm loving it up right now.
Nah.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's so hard. Those transformation pictures are so hard, especially when you're like, I still have a hard time with them, and I've been doing this for longer than all of you, right? Like, I still sometimes like, should I, shouldn't I? And then I'm just like, screw it. Who cares? I don't care.
And it's just those before pictures that you're just like, oh my God, people probably with clothes on, they didn't see me as that. They thought I was like, I looked good. And then they're like,
They
you're
all
afraid of them
say
judging.
That, though. Whenever if I ever show anyone one of those pictures, like, oh my God, you never looked like that. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
really, I did.
But then you have to think about what you look like now, right? You don't look like that anymore, and it's your journey. So
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I got past. I got past that whole like, okay, when they're looking at that, when they're drawing their eyes into that picture, they're probably not even really seeing how big I was before. They're just focusing on what I'm actually looking like right now. So, right? So,
yeah, you should be proud, right?
yeah. And I am now, but I
You
was
gotta
like,
be proud.
there was a couple times where I'd go to bed after like posting it and I felt sick to my stomach. I was just like, I wake up in the middle of the night and I'd look, I'd be like, oh my God, did people post it? Should I delete it? Like I was scared. Like I lost sleep over it.
Yeah, I hear you.
But next time it'll be easier and the next time it'll be easier. So
Well, that's it, right? Like I remember my first day when I joined Jamie and Kim's challenge group. January 4th, I posted that picture to like 100 people in the group.
wow. Yeah.
So,
scary.
you know, that's how you inspire yourself to keep pushing forward, right? Because you don't want to go back to that, right?
Yeah.
I think pictures are so important.
Yes, they are. And you know what? That holds you once you post it and you have all those people commenting and following, there's like no not working out. Like those people are waiting for you,
You can't
to show up.
go backwards.
No. No.
That's right.
Workout video every day for me and Aaron.
Ain't no backwards.
Don't you
No.
feel guilty? Because once
Like
you start, you feel guilty, and then you're like, oh my god, they're gonna know I didn't work out today. it's a good.
Well, and that was like on Easter while I was sitting there eating my dinner, I was like, oh shit, like, should I take a picture of my meal, like, and the chocolate that I'm eating? Because these people are like waiting for me. Oh yeah.
Workout video.
Tara, you didn't post today.
Do you think that's something I should do every day? Is post a workout like video, like some of you?
Those pick play posts work really well. People, or you know what? Since I went live on my personal page first thing in the morning, and people, like, I don't know how many people would go on like before work and they're watching me. After, like, in the end of the day, they'd like send me messages and they'd be like, thanks for like totally motivating me. I came home and I went for a hike, or I went for a walk, and I love watching your posts because you're so inspiring. And so if you're like going live like that first thing in the morning, at least like every 2 days maybe, if you don't feel comfortable, people like that.
Yeah, and on Snapchat, I always take like a picture of my workout. So I have people messaging me and saying, "Oh, you're inspiring. You're inspiring me to work
Yeah,
out." And
you just got to keep doing it.
You know what?
I got to figure out
Snapchat, so just do the Facebook stories. I think more people will watch those, but Snapchat too. But Tanisha, you know what else you could do? You could make like, I don't know if you guys seen like that little workout clip. So like you can like make like on iMovie or whatever, you can get the app on your phone, iMovie, and you can just make like you can just do like video record yourself doing one like move, right? And then you can like make it a little video and it'd be like, oh, for good abs, do 6 reps of this. And then you can like, I mean, that would be something that might work really well for you, right? You could like share one like that every once in a while.
like the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or each day maybe post like a exercise tip. Today I'm gonna show you a move on abs, and then show them like a little live video of it.
Yeah.
Jacqueline, I like doing your posts, like your quotes with the same background every day.
Yeah, I've been liking that. It gives
the wood.
Yeah, and it takes some stress off in the mornings. You guys, if you're feeling stressed in the morning, I'm too tired in the morning to think of something creative. So I've just been going over to Pinterest, taking a quote I love, and then just putting it on that background every single morning, and then I go live after my workout. And it's just been a routine for the last like 2 weeks, and it's been working really well. So if you know, some sort of routine really helps you feel a little bit more sane. Because I'm working at the greenhouse right now. So working at the greenhouse, I feel really overwhelmed. So I like need to like make sure that I have everything kind of laid out. So I've been doing that.
I think having the same background, it creates that brand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Instagram. It looks so cool on Instagram when like they all line up.
It's okay. It's okay, Melissa. It's like weird noises. She says she's sorry for typing again, but
Good night, Morgan.
Did she go to bed?
Morgan's leaving us. Yeah.
Well, we're going to run out of time anyways, but that was a really great call, girls. So
Thanks, guys.
thanks for jumping on, and hopefully you guys got lots of that out of that, because Tara definitely had some good tips there. So
go sell some challenge packs.
Well,
go change some lives.
Nobody's messaged you yet, Melissa?
oh,
You'll wake up to like 100 messages.
fucking better.
No one's messaged me yet either, and I did one too.
Love you.
Okay, girls.
I had a girl who.
Go ahead, Tanisha.
Yeah,
I had started. Who would
Have a good
email.
evening.
She said
Bye.
her credit card wasn't working or something, and then I asked her today. I said, "Did you figure it out?" Because she said she was going to try it in the morning or something, and she said that she called her Visa or whatever, her card, and she fraud on her card or something like that. So,
Oh, no.
like, made $3,000 worth of purchases on her
Oh
credit
my
card.
god.
Maybe,
So I don't know.
too bad it wasn't Beachbody.
Yeah. So I don't know what you even do
Yikes.
about that. Like, I have no idea. So hopefully she can figure it out. But
I was having a lady having issues signing up tonight, and then she had to go to bed because her credit card and all that and her address and all that wasn't working. It kept bouncing back.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know what.
I don't know if I ever believe those. When people tell me credit card shit all the time, I swear it's everyone's favorite excuse.
maybe. But
Sometimes.
maybe it's actually,
And you know what
maybe
I say? You know what I tell them? Is if you're having problems with your credit card, maybe just tomorrow go get a prepaid credit card and we'll get you set up.
Yeah.
And then that's another excuse that they can't come up with.
Yeah.
I keep coming back with something time that they tell me something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it seems to work. And then finally they're like, okay.
Yeah. Maybe if I didn't bring up the opportunity to her, though, she wouldn't have ever found out. What if she didn't ever call back?
Yeah, maybe.
That's
Yeah. Scary.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it'll all.
Hey, are you guys going to be doing another one of those fitness things, like at the hockey arena or anything?
At the, not
Like
till
you and
like
Rachel?
fall.
And,
Not till like after summer. There wouldn't be a point, I don't think, before that.
but really well. Did you guys get a lot of challengers from that?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't get any.
No, it was
No.
Our community is pretty small, and it was fun. It was fun to just do and give back to the community, right? But didn't.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to
And the
be like
donations paid for it, so that
Yeah.
was cool.
Good. Yeah.
yeah, and I'd like to be certified in something. I think to do in order to do.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So,
That one lady that's certified in Country Heat, she's like killing it, eh?
yeah, she does.
What's her
really-
name, Jack?
Tatiana?
No,
Or-
May.
May. Something May.
Her name
And she's
is
like
May.
doing amazing.
I think her name's Andrea.
Yeah, her
Yes,
name's
Andrea May. We
Ah.
should have signed up for that Quarter Force one when we go to Summit.
Yeah, I know. We should have.
Damn it.
I know we should
We
have.
could have come back certified.
Got an extra ticket
some
if
butt.
anyone wants to come. Just saying.
Come on, Melissa, let's go.
I want to come.
Yeah.
Come.
How
There's-
much?
It's gonna. We'll PM you about it because the call is gonna get cut off. And it's got less than a minute. Okay,
Okay.
girls. Okay. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay, good night. Bye.
Bye.